Hi all. This is POOFness for June 30th, 2013. Key events approach. Greetings and salutations. Many of you have asked us to pass along your questions for Zap to respond. Below are a few questions and answers that you may be extremely interested in. From Zap, hi all. Question. Every week we hear, quote, "This is the week for us to get deliveries." After a while we become immune to the propaganda. We see nothing week after week, yet are asked to believe that all is going well and we will be greatly rewarded for our patience without any logic or reasoning behind the statements. You may see progress at higher levels moving funds all around the world, but we need to see and hear some type of progress that we can monitor at our level to know it's real. Answer. Although this is perfectly understandable, throwing out sensitive information while the forces battle behind will upset the balance one way or the other. If you were doing battle with a foe, would you want that foe to know what you are up to? Question. Why at this point in the process can't someone speak in, quote, plain talk and be more accurate on exactly where we are right now in the payout process? With the events of the last few weeks behind us, now please let us know our current status and provide your reasoning as to why you think we will be notified and an update on when. Answer. This cannot be about the money. Although money is important to buy food and keep a roof over your head, however, right now we are about to experience massive funds release which will begin the week of the 8th. These funds released will have nothing to do with the F&P though, and are coming from another direction. Question: by what method will we be notified for F&P? Mail carrier, public courier, bank courier, or other? Answer: courier pigeon. If you do not have a receiving courier pigeon, you won't get the news. It will be via secure mail delivery. Sorry, couldn't help that one. I was thinking of some more though. Question: when we are notified, will it just be a number to call the bank and set up an appointment or other information? When we go into the bank to do our paperwork, will we find out the schedule and the amount of our payout? Question, answer. This is information I do not know. My work is at a different level than the F&P, but I do hear some salient detail from time to time as it correlates to my work. Question, we have been told it could take 90 days to settle everyone. If this is true, and since many are in immediate need, in your opinion, would we be able to get a loan based on our future income if we find our payout to be several weeks or months away? Answer, from my understanding, it is a lump sum payment. Use immediately, but remember, don't get stupid about it. Use some for immediate bills and some stuff, but kick back and reflect on the rest. Be wise. Question, many people have been involved in the PP for more than 10 years to 15 years when signups were closed, yet you have commented that everyone will benefit from the payout. When are there any special benefits for those of us who have been involved and waiting for the last 10 years to 15 years for this to finally pay out? Is it that we will be given cash payouts through F&P and PP settlements to pay off our loans, salt some away, and help others, while people that will participate from now forward will not be receiving cash settlement funds but will be able to participate through volunteering to help with a humanitarian program? Please explain, because some folks feel as though they have been waiting all these years for settlements, and now new people will not have to wait and receive the same benefits. Answer, remember, first and foremost, it is not about the money. It is about people and this blue ball we call home. Those that rushed in to get in on the money waited. Those that waited on the outside did not go through the daily anxiety of, quote, where's the money? Consider yourself fortunate. You did not have to have that daily burden on you. In the end, everybody will have a packet of money to take care of their immediate needs, take care of bills, and breathe, with the ones in the programs receiving first. Then we all get to the real work at hand, the reconstruction projects, and this is where I/we come in with a helping hand. Question, why were the RVs attached to PP when when that was not the original plan? Answer, they are not. Question, it seems unfair that we have been made to wait on RVs when the FMP and the PP are to be paid out. Answer as above. Nearly 200 currencies have been agreed upon and are ready to RV. Why has it taken so long to prepare the dinar and the dong? Is it true that while the dinar is approximately $3.42 in country and the dinar currently being held by folks in the U.S. will pay out at a rate nearly double the $3.42 rate? Answer, I am not allowed to reveal this, but the base RV point will be across the board to prevent arbitrage. Question, how can Iraq afford to pay out such a high rate? Can the Iraqi economic system sustain such a high payout? Answer, a currency is based on the natural resources of the country. Iraq is particularly rich in oil and metal. Common sense here. Question, please list the 5 to 10 major currencies of the world that will be moving us forward in this new era. Answer, the marble, the lump of coal, the maple syrup, the roast beast. The question deserves that as the answer is all currencies will be done and they will all move forward as one. Stability is key, not preferential treatment, which is the old way. And question, are there any current or historical documents regarding the prophecies or the quote divine plan that you can point us to so we can read and learn more about the history of the changes our planet is going through now? Answer, oh boy, I am sure there are, but I get my information directly from upstairs, where we will all end up touching eventually. The Urantia book is pretty good for clarity and finding out about ourselves, where we came from, what we are doing here, etc. The divine plan is about evolution of our humanity and the preservation of life in the gene pool. Question, are the changes going to be shared equally around the planet in order to put all countries on a more even keel? Will medical, mechanical, and electronic advancements be readily shared around the planet? Answer, yes and yes. That is what it is all about in a big way. Question, can you provide us with any more news about the, quote, Republic? Can you provide any news updates about returning to the original U.S. Constitution? Answer, nope, not yet. July 1st will be interesting, though. In other news, the Sasquatch has been sighted in Upper Mongolia again. When you meet up with one of that species, do not under any circumstance call them a Wookiee. They take great offense to that. They are quite articulate, in fact. The old man has approved the pushing of the button, and that event will be felt in the week of July 8th, as I said above. Many changes will begin at that time, and a release of massive amounts of funds, more than 300 trillion, into the system to begin the rebalance. Also, I understand that Obama will take a vacation around the middle of the month and may extend that time to a year or 10. Would be interesting if the Republic was announced in his absence. Would he come back to vote for the new president? Time will tell. Now listen up, this is important. When the time comes, the reconstruction will begin. What does that mean? Well, when a tornado goes through a town and destroys it, what happens? The town is rebuilt bigger and better and on a more solid foundation and technology so it can withstand the next tornado. This is a good metaphor to think about. The reconstruction projects will transform and heal this blue ball and provide for the peace and prosperity that is our legacy. Shortly, in the next week or so, a special website will be created by a satellite to intake project submissions. The criteria for the project submissions, both large and small, will be, quote, help others and does no harm. It can be for profit or non-profit, makes no difference, as long as it helps others and the human condition. So, no casino or oil or toxic waste disposal in sewer schemes, please, or they will be posted on the website with a big, quote, no, pasted on them. The primary criteria for priority projects will be kids first, senior second, and everything else third. Do not rush to submit, as that will only overload the servers. I think take your time and think your project through. It can be a summary or a full business plan. If it is a summary, we will help you with fleshing out the business plan at the right time. all projects will be considered. Funding for these projects is already in place in the many queues, so do not worry about getting in first because the money may run out. It won't. So begins the next phase of this our work. Much fun ahead, and a special hug and kiss to Chris Tom for their support and helping hand during a time of need. Thanks. Quote, be good, be legal, tell truth. God bless. In love and light in our service. Zap, Poof says, keep your feet on the ground and take no wooden nickels. By now, most know the political parties are the opposite sides of the same coin, and it's about money. Hold all things in common is the wisdom as old as dirt. Yes, it can be hard with emotions and other points of view banging on your head all the time. That's where your own state of peace needs to be guarded as the most precious to you. Never mind the loudest voice in the room or the internets. When what we're all waiting for happens, I will tell you in advance. Seek the silence. The world will be skidding sideways and you'll need to find your bearings. There's no repeat of the past happening here, so unfamiliarity will be the norm for a while until you can get used to the new quote, norm. At this point, even the dogs and cats know something is different and are acting accordingly. Love and kisses, Susan and staff. The off of POOFness. All right. Thanks, and until next time, namaste.